All right, so this is my hotel for the night. So I need to check in, and then it's the same place that I always leave my car when I go to the airport, so I'll just move my car to the back tomorrow morning. All right, so I'm on the 5th floor. I'm in room 514. I'm just bringing everything up with me anyway, just to triple pack. And even though I just have my pajamas that I really need to wear, so I need to go to 514. 501 to 27 is this way. Hopefully I can watch the planes take off. I'm on the very top floor, so no one's above me, so hopefully it'll be quiet. Yeah, I've never stayed here before. It's like Soviet bloc. I'm just kidding. There's an ice machine. That's good. I need to go back and get my kettle and my other stuff. So I'm just going to dump out everything. So I need this bag. Logistics. So 514. Okay, let's check out this room. I don't do the whole like put the camera in first and then pretend to look surprised. So let's do this in real time. Let me in. Hang on. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, this is nice. Oh, look at that. There's a stand-up toilet. There's this weird, where the hell that is me. I went to the gym earlier, so I'm all disheveled, and I've got a view, and nobody said, oh, there's a pool. I want to go swimming. It's too cold, though. Everything's too cold. There's 2 beds, so I got to, like, jump from one to the other. This is gigantic. What a gigantic room. I got a microwave. Just put all my stuff down there. So let's get some light. Some natural light. Actually, it should be this one. Oops. I can't do this. Okay. This really loud. Okay, it's just standard like commuter hotel, so nothing too fancy, but I like to see outside. All right, I got a sand volleyball. Yeah, so I'll park in the back by the tennis courts. I would love to go in the pool. I want to go in the pool just so I could swim with my goggles. Okay, anyway, we've got tea stuff. We should have a fridge, hopefully. Yes, I was going to say I've got food put in the fridge. Okay, let me go back and get my cooler, bring everything up. It's just a production. This is why I love van life. I can just park the van and be done. This is like, oh my God, such a production. And I don't like it when I have the room like that. I can hear the next door. Anyway, then here's the bathroom. Your standard bathroom. Right there. There's me. I had my eyebrows tinted, so they're a little dark right now. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom, and I'll run down and get the rest of my stuff. All right, I'm gonna go check out the restaurant. It's open, but lunch closes at 4. I think they're still serving lunch. Let's see what they have in here. It's very busy, great turnout. So they have a $17 buffet for breakfast, which is actually not a bad deal for a hotel. But they have food like this. So maybe there's quesadilla, burgers. I kind of want something. I'm gonna have a long travel day tomorrow. I'm gonna eat the whole time I'm in Mexico, but I just want to get something now. Flatbread? Flatbread sounds good. Maybe I'll get flatbread. Margarita flatbread. Okay. Some sweet potato fries. Okay, they're out of some things, so let's see. Okay. All right, I went a little naughty. So I actually may end up taking my computer with me just to have it anyway, just in case we have some downtime. But yeah, I got a Philly cheesesteak, which actually looks halfway decent. Let's take a look here. I don't know. Let's take a look. Oh, come on. Smells good. They were out of sweet potato fries, so I went with garlic mashed potatoes. So that's good. Okay. And there's the pool that I want to jump in, but it's probably freezing cold right now. It's probably closed. Anyway, okay, cool. All right, let's eat. Good morning. There's me in my Beatles shirt, greatest band in the world. Okay, so I'm heading to the airport right now. I'm at the Holiday Inn. I moved my car to the back. I don't know if I locked it. I have to go check. But I'm heading to the airport. Let me go down and get the 7 a.m. shuttle. It should be enough time to get on the 10 a.m. flight. So let's go. Yeah, I wasn't really like loving this room. I just kind of worked on the computer a bit and then made some phone calls, talked to my daughter, and then I slept. So not a lot going on. Anyway, but I'm glad I'm here instead of having to get up at 3 a.m. and go to, drive like an hour and a half to get here. So, okay, so there's my luggage. I probably have to check this bag. I think this is a bit too big. I always drop my phone. It's always, I think this is too big for the carry-on, but we'll check it when I get there. Okay, let's go. All right, great turnout. Just kidding, I'm kicking stuff around. Got my water bottle empty, got my pillow. This is great. So my friends are coming in from Nashville, so they're taking a flight at like 6 a.m. and then getting in at 8:30, and then I'll meet up with them at the D terminal and hop on our plane at 10. 2.5 hours, and I lose an hour because Cozumel is an hour ahead. So this is great. I haven't been on a plane at all this year. It's only like 3 weeks in and I'm already like getting on a plane. Yeah, it's the last time I flew was Albuquerque back in, I think, September. Yeah, I think it was back in September was my last flight because of the government shutdown and all that crap that was going on. So I was like, I don't want to fly. Anyway, everyone keeps asking me about the Venezuelan oil tankers in the Gulf of Mexico, and I told my friends in New Mexico, I'm like, oh, sorry, the Gulf of Buckies. Let me just make that clear. And so, it's, people look at America like, what the hell's going on here? It's just one big joke. The aliens are like, we're not landing here. We'll go to New Mexico, get gas, and keep going to Mars. But my friends in New Mexico that work on nuclear stuff, like keep the country safe, they're like, I'm like, look, you give me the launch codes and I'll give you the Venezuelan oil tanker GPS coordinates and tell me where the aliens are. So anyway, all right, this is good. I've got a little dinky little future tiny home. Yeah, people have this as their tiny home. Can I stand up in it? Yeah. Yeah, this is a low roof. This is a like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm so disheveled. This is a low roof van. So I can't even, I'm 5'8". My head, I'm bending my knees while my head is touching the ceiling. So this would not be conducive for a tiny home. Unless you're like 5'2", then that's fine. I mean, it's nice, you know, got a lot of stuff in the front, a lot of area. You could like, it's about a little bit bigger, maybe a lot bigger than my Nissan van, which I miss tremendously. This is like when I was, that's so funny, the same kind of visual when I was looking at my Nissan van back in 2020, looking for one, September 2020. But yeah, you could take all these seats out. My suitcase is in the back there, down there. But yeah, like I can touch the ceiling, so it's not, this wouldn't be a tiny home. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get off here. There's my shuttle. I use a restroom. I've never been through C. Maybe I have a long time ago. At least the TSA shut down and all that stuff's done. Okay. I need to find a restroom. There we go, restroom. Right here. Okay, and then I'll go through. I'm gonna go to the B gate, meet my friends, and then we're gonna walk over to D. But either way, I've got to take a shuttle, so might as well get out here. Okay, there's United. Let me see if I gotta check to see if I have to check my bag or not. All right, I'm gonna see if this is okay for a carry-on or if I need to check it. I don't even know if I'm in the right place. And then I need to go over to the B gate. Bag drop over here.
What was that other airport close by?
Playa del Carmen?
Tulum.
No.
Tulum.
Oh, Tulum, yeah.
Yeah, Tulum.
All right, I checked the bag just so I don't have to drag it around. Okay, so we were looking for Nashville. Is there a Nashville, Tennessee? There it is. Coming in at 8:55 a.m. in C7. Well, that's the baggage claim. Delayed. Okay, so let me go. I think it's coming in on the B gate. Oh, C7. Okay, so these are, C is the terminal that I'm in. And I'm so like, well, I've never flown before. And then 7 is the baggage claim, which I haven't done baggage claim in a really long time. So let me go up here to the Skyway and I'm gonna go to the B gate. So there we go. This makes it easier. I'm still carrying like 20 things. I've got 2 pillows and my water bottle. So, okay, come up here and get out of here. Okay, off we go. Got my backpack. And they asked me if I have lithium batteries. I'm like, I don't know what I packed. Probably not. I shouldn't have. Can I go through here? That's valet parking. Okay. Yeah, so there's no immigration for Mexico. I'm like, it's basically America at this point. Okay, so let me do TSA pre-check. This is great. I think I go through here. Okay, let's go in here. Let me get my boarding pass. All right, that took 8 seconds. This is so weird. This is a different interface on here. So we're going for Nashville, C43, 7-minute walk. It's like when you go to Seattle, it's like 800 miles to the terminal. You'll miss a birthday. Like it says on the map. I'm like, I am never getting there. Okay, let's do a 7-minute walk. It's about half a mile. Yeah, the United Terminal is actually really nice. I don't need anything. I'll wait for my friends to get here, then we'll probably get some breakfast or frappuccino or something. All right, I'm in the C terminal, but I gotta go take the Skyway, which rearranges your spine to the B terminal. So I'm gonna go do that right now. and then go over there and wait. So I got probably about another 45 minutes or so, hour or so before they get in. Houston's like Montana. It likes to tell you that you're in Houston. Okay, I'll take the Skyway up here, and then I'll just go to the B gate and chill out for a little bit. This is fun. It's so weird being back at the airport. So weird being at the airport when it's not 4 o'clock in the morning for Spirit, and getting to check a bag, not having to wear all of my clothes. But I'm in my travel gear. I've got my joggers, my Adidas shoes, which are super comfortable, just in case we do any like jungle hikes and stuff, so I can hike in these shoes. And I've got sandals and high heels in my checked bag. Yeah, I was gonna carry it on, but I don't want to really drag everything through the airport, just to save my back. I don't want to destroy my back before I get to do all the fun stuff. So I still have a Christmas tree up. That's funny. I don't have a Christmas tree. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go Skyway, B gate. Never been here before. Oh, it's gone. I missed the train. Oh well, next time. There's umbrellas. So, there's a place in Baytown that has umbrellas in this alley. It's just really cool. I have a picture of it. And let's just go right here.
Please keep clear for passengers exiting the train. The train is arriving. The doors are closing. Board here for Terminal A.
All right, so I already checked my bag. Got my tracker, so I've got my T-Mobile tracker, so I can see where my car is, where my bag is. They also have a United bag tracker. When I was in 1997, United lost my bag, and then they gave me $300, and then I had to go to like this warehouse and go climb over everything, look for my suitcase when I was coming back from college. They don't do that anymore. They don't give you any money if they lose your bag. Anyway, okay, so the flight's coming in at 9, and then we board. It's cutting it pretty close. We board at like 9:40, I think. Let me see when I board. When do I board? Let's see, United, boarding pass. We board at 9:21, so it's cutting it close, so we'll see. They're a little bit delayed, but we'll hopefully make our flight. So now I'm gonna go to B4, and then we're gonna hightail it to D something. Hang on. I'm doing like multiple things here. D2A, and I want to go to B4. Okay, never been down here before. Going to B4 before. Okay, it's like always construction at the airport, constantly. It's nice and quiet over here. I'm gonna get some water as well. Go fill my bottle up. What's that? Oh, I was like, that looks fancy. That's not me. That'll never be me. It's a Starbucks. I'm not really hungry. I had breakfast this morning. Let's go. Yeah, food, glorious food. Okay, let's try to look for B4. Should be down here. Sometimes they'll put like the higher number closer, and you still have to walk like 10 miles. But like gate 1 is at the end of the entire city. Thank you, freaking Houston. No. Okay, I got a British chocolate for the plane too. So if we don't eat anything or get a chance to get anything to eat or drink, at least I've got snacks. This is gate B1, B11. I don't know. B1 through 11. Maybe they won't let me through. Huh. That's interesting. They have to come out. Oh yeah, they're not going to let me through. Wow. So I can't meet my friends at the gate. That's interesting. Maybe I'll just go back to my gate. I was going to like surprise them, make a sign like, congratulations getting out of prison. You know, one of those. Okay, so yeah, they don't let you. That's weird. I mean, it's convenient for them, but okay, let's make sure that the flight's coming in. All right, so I'm just gonna go to the D gate anyway, because they may come out here or they may just get on a bus that goes directly to the next terminal, so who knows. So I'm gonna use the restroom, fill up my water bottle, and then go take the Skyway to D. I've still got another, what time is it? 7:45, so I've still got an hour and a half before I board. So anyway, that's a long flight coming from Nashville. It gets in at 9. Okay, so let me go do my thing. All right, I'm gonna head back over to the Skyway, take it to Terminal D and just chill. Yeah, because apparently the lady at the receptionist thing right here, she said that they have a bus. They can either take a bus to the next terminal from the plane, or they come through the main, like, you know, gigantic gate where all the flights come through. And I can't go directly to B4, so makes more sense since it is quite close, and I don't want to be like waiting here and then find out that I have to go all the way to the other end. So that's why I didn't want to carry my bag, because if I'm like lost on the plane or something, so I was planning on meeting my friends at the gate. If I'm lost on the plane, then I'm not going to have any room to put my bag anyway, so I'm gonna have to check it, and then they charge me more money. Yeah, nothing like your airplane landing inside the terminal for convenience. That would be horrible. It's like the movie Airplane where it like crashes through the windows. Yeah, okay. Let's go up. Whoops. Who did that? I thought that was up. I would take the stairs, but I'm tired, so let me go up here.
The train is arriving. Please keep clear for passengers exiting the train.
Alright, so if you have D1 through 9, you have to get off at the C gate, which is where I came in. It's United. Yeah, I'm going down the stairs. Alright, so I'm going to Cozumel. Cozumel, right there. 1001. Alright, I'm in the CD terminal. One thing I forgot is my evening primrose oil. I forgot to go get more of it and I left it in the car. I'm having like hot flashes. Now I'm fine. I think I'm fine. If there's like a GNC or like a pharmacy or something, I don't think they would sell it. But I'll have to get it when I get to Mexico. If not, I'll be fine. I think I'll be okay. They've kind of gone away. It's been like over a month since I've been taking it, so I think I'll be fine. Let me get some water and then go relax at my gate, watch some YouTube, and wait for my friends. Whenever I look at these, I'm like, I've been everywhere. I want to go some places again. Okay, Cozumel departures. Oh, it's too early to be on there. Check this out. This is the upside down airplane in the little kids play area. I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay, D2A is over here. All right, so I'm gonna chill. Let me sit over here in these nice comfortable chairs. I'm gonna drink my water with ice and then use the restroom like 20 times. And then eventually my friends will be here. Okay, I gotta sit down, my back's hurting. So I didn't even have to scan my boarding pass. They knew me from my face, from the facial recognition. I'm like, that's terrifying. And I had like a big smile. He's like, smile. I was like, oh, I smiled on the way in. So when you go through TSA pre-check, they do the facial recognition. And then when you check in, but they didn't even check my passport, nothing. This is where you lose stuff, because I took everything out of my bag. Okay, so I'm gonna get on the plane. Everybody's here. This is great. It's a dinky little plane. It's only like a 2-hour flight. But I got to get situated, go use the restroom. All right, I've made it to Cozumel, and there are like 500 people waiting for taxis or something. Okay, so just waiting for my friends, and then we're gonna go probably to get lunch first, then we'll go to the supermarket, and then we'll go to the Airbnb. And this is great. So that's it. I'm gonna be as happy as that turtle. It's a turtle, not a tortoise, right? Yeah, a turtle.